Chapter 11. Breaking Out of the Middle Class. Please don't take offense at what I write in this chapter. I know many of you have spent your whole life trying to get to the middle class, and I am about to tell you it is the wrong goal. Have an open mind. I am going to write an entire book on this topic one day. But for now, let's just think about breaking out of what I call middle class mentality. Middle class mentality. I believe I can make an I believe and I can make the case that the middle class is a group hot most by its member thinking and the action, leaving themselves to be the most susceptible in insecurity and pain. Although this is a group that many people aspire to be part of, it's also the group that seems the most trapped, manipulated, and at a risk. Is the middle class really as a good a status you have been made to believe? Do you even know what it means to be a middle class, or what puts a person in this group? Before you make a decision about where you are going or the group you are striving to belong to, it would be a wise to inspect the statistics of that group. The income of middle class. The report from Wikipedia and the 2008 census suggests that the middle class income ranges in somewhere between 35,000 to 50,000 per year. Read another set of studies and this figure are between 22,000 and 65,000 per year. It is not secret that it would be extremely difficult to live on either of these income level in urban area like New York or LA, much less feel financially secure. This experience is not what most people found consider and desirable situation. This experience is not what most people would consider a desirable situation. the middle class the middle class is a further divided into upper and lower middle class. The middle class is further divided into upper and lower middle class. The upper middle class usually consists of people who have substantial asset and a household earning of over $1 million per year. Although there is nothing to subsistent, subsistent, substantive, substantiate what makes $1 million mark. I guess it just to sound good. Most people consider 1 million to be the lot of money until they have it. Then they realize that it does not go very far since a person decision and the consideration tend to change once he or she enters the new income bracket. The people in the supposed upper middle class occupy noticeably higher position in their offices and are considered the financially more stable than many of their peers. This may very well be the case until any sort of economic destruction occurs. Then we tend to see that even this group is unprotected. Admit, admittedly, admittedly, member of this group should experience the considerable rise in the income due to an economic growth and the national good time. They have higher disposable income than many of their counterparts in the lower middle class, which consists of the people who have basic education qualification and annual income of between 30,000 to 60,000. The lower middle class con- consist- constitutes consist, constitutes a larger part of our country total population. This set frequently struggle to reach the upper middle class level. However, when economic hardship take hold, everyone get pulled down. A client of mine recently asked me via text message on the 26th of recent month, Grant, I have on net $10,000 to keep my doors open this month. How can I do this? I happened I happened to get this message during the Sunday football game. So I asked him, "Are you watching the game today?" He texted me back as I then replied, What are you doing on Sunday off to watch the game? What are you doing taking a Sunday off to watch the game? You should be out distributing filler, spending every second of every hour trying to create income in the excess of what you need. And by the way, you need $100,000 in net profit or the $10,000. And by the way, you need $100,000 in net profit, not $10,000. Sunday, he responded, "It's a day of rest." Oh boy, I shot back. It's for those who that work the other 6 days. The Lord was not talking to the people who are short of the fund and haven't on the day of rest. So turn off the game, get off the couch and get the money you need. Quit being the middle class slave and go create the income you need to secure wealth and financial freedom for yourself and your household and your company. I think he got the message. My client is at a risk because he has operating based on what he needs and therefore is just getting by. Unfortunately, the middle class mentality will not create a financial security. The bank dried up on him. He could no longer depend on credit for his tuition, and he can now depend only on his action. This is the problem with many members of the middle class. They go after what they have done deemed necessary rather than ever going really big. Most people believe that the comfortable middle class life include clothes, a house, a few cars, vacation time, maybe a upper management position and some money in the bank. However, depending on the period in history to which we are referring, the term middle class has had been variety of meaning, many of which have been and still are quite contradictory. It has referred to the class of people between peasant, peasant and nobility, where other definitions suggest that the middle class had enough capital to rival nobles. nobles. We have clearly come a long way from that meaning today. For example, in in India, the middle class is considered to be the who reside in the owner-occupied property, whereas the blue-collar job makes you middle class in United States, and in Europe that makes you a member of the working class. An important distinction that I would like to make it is my own reference the middle class as a mindset rather than an income level. Someone who make a $1 million a year may still adopt middle class thinking and action. It is more of the mentality that creates the trap that will fail you. The middle class is the large part of a goal that will not provide you with what you truly want. It is middle, normal, or average, synonymous with the term we have already deemed it highly unattractive. Highly unattractive. But what does middle class mean to most people nowadays? In February 2009, authoritative weekly publication, The Economist announced that over half of the world population now belongs to the group as a result of rapid growth in emerging countries. The article characterized middle class as having a reasonable amount of discretionary income and not having to live from hand to mouth as a poor do. It was defined as beginning at the point where people have roughly a third of their income left for discretionary spending after paying for basic food and shelter. However, almost no member of today's middle class has one third of his or her income left for the discretionary income. This group is currently being hammered by something called the middle class squeeze, a situation in which increases in wages fail to keep up with inflation for middle class earners. At the same time, the phenomenon fails to have the similar impact on the top wage earner. Add to that the fact that much of the supposed middle class wealth has come from assuming debt and home equity calculation that were more ink than real money.